Hello and good mid-morning, YouTube. Ooh, I shook it up on this occasion. Actually it's midday, sorry. I completely ruined the effect I was going. Could you just, by chance... There we go, that'll do. Hello, Nothing can go right. Man, the first 30 seconds of this video definitely telling me to look forward to the rest of this video. Wowzers. Okay, we're doing the answers because sorry that I'm doing this so quick from after I uploaded it, but I'm just not going to have time for the rest of the week to actually get to this. So we're just going to do this now. Call it good. And the first question is, of course, as high quality as they comes. If you make a BLT sandwich with garlic, is it an LBGT sandwich? And yes, in fact, you are accurate in that statement. I just had a garlic sandwich, actually. The garlic bread from, whatchamacallit, Subway. So, I didn't have anything that would go on a BLT on that. So, guess I can't say if I have not or not here. Alright, next question. You start a single car team in the Cup Series and you're in desperate need of a full-time driver. The only available drivers are Matt Tifft, Brandon Jones, Austin Cindric, Riley Herbst. Who do you choose? I choose suicide. Wow, so that's some slim pickings. Slim pickings right there. Wow. Man, they're all awful. I cannot choose any of them. I have to pick Brandon Jones because he brings the most money. That's the only option. Oh my god, dude. What's worse, the 2019 Aero package or Logano winning? Serious question, by the way. Damn, this camera, it's gonna kill me for this entire video, isn't it? It's also kind of laggy. That's annoying. I'm going to go with Logano winning. Do you think Kurt Busch will win with Chip Ganassi Racing this season? The trends say yes, and also he's been doing really good this year. He doesn't have race winning pace, obviously, but he's got... Am I bleeding from this? I hate my life. He's got such consistent speed. He's finished top 15 every race except for Daytona. Like, it's really good. It's really good. And the equipment's probably not even that good in itself, you know, because Hendrick's obviously the top Chevy team. It always is the Shop Tevi. Did I just say Shop Tevi? Oh, I'm not. This video is not okay in any sort of manner whatsoever. Why am I doing this to myself? Yeah, it's, the trends say that he will because he's had one win in, like, all but 3 seasons in his career, so. The trends say that he will, and I think that, I don't know where, but somewhere. Oh, God. Can I be your best man at you and Tails' wedding? Bitch. How are you so sure that this wedding has not already taken place? I mean, I think there's a few people that I'd have to pick first. You're not exactly at the front of the line. I'd put you around 11th to 12th, around that range in the power rankings for my best man choice. But sure, I'll keep you in mind. I'll be nice to them. I'll be nice. Serious question. What is your honest opinion on the NASCAR YouTuber community and what impact have they had on you since coming together with the weekly podcast? Well, the impact that they've had on me is that I've been on the podcast. I tried to watch it as often as possible back when it started, you know, obviously, but it's just, I just don't have time now. I work basically every Wednesday except for this Wednesday, obviously. So my chances of even being on, let alone watching, are slim to begin with. And god damn this camera. And yeah, but when they had Bobby Allison on, that was pretty lit. Not gonna lie. I thought they were gonna get Blaney on. When did that happen, or am I just high right now? I don't know. I'm tired, dude. Good shit. Corned beef stew or root beer? And also your opinion, how much talent does two-time stage winner Plastic have from 1 to 10? Screw you, first of all. Corned beef stew? Is that a thing? And that's not even root beer, it's root beer. Boy. Is this even... How can I make this decision? I didn't even know corned beef stew existed. And I also didn't know that root beer existed. Do either of these exist? Am I living in a fantasy world right now? Good lord, I cannot... Oh. There are many issues that need to be fixed in this comment. Told you I was tired. And -7. Least favorite truck driver, non-name Ben Rhodes. Shit, didn't mean to do that. You know, something really awesome is that, like, the only full-time truck driver that I don't like this season is Ben Rhodes. Everyone else I at least tolerate. It's like, this could be the best season of Truck Series it's ever been, and yet Bush has to win 4 fucking races before the season's even in swing. So thanks for that. Yeah, this had the potential of actually being one of my favorite Truck Series seasons ever. And lo and fucking behold, that's how that goes. Yeah. If I had to make a choice, I really don't have any. Brennan Poole, I guess. Do you think William Byron will have a very successful career? Well, I thought he was doing terrible, but it turns out that he's actually 5 positions better this year than last year. So that's thinking. We're looking up. We're trending upwards. If he continues that for the remainder of his career, if he moves up 5 spots every year, that would go from 21 to 16 to 11 to 5 to first place every single week. So 5 years from now, Byron's going to be unstoppable. So I say yes, he will have a successful career. Forget the chance to move out of North Dakota, move to any state I wish. Would I? Yes. If so, which state would I move to? North Carolina. Just gonna trade the state, not the direction. North Carolina, or South Carolina, I guess. Close to North Carolina, if I'm in South Carolina. Used to want to live in California, but like, nah. If somehow a finish of a race had 2 cars on the lead lap, and they were Brandon Jones and talentless, who would you rather see win? You see, I think that you misunderstand these two. They would find a way to wreck themselves and no longer be on the lead lap. So if you were to amend this question and say that this was Talladega Nights and they were the last 2 cars in the field, they would still find a way to lose. Oh, good lord, dude. Oh, man. I despise them both so much. I can't choose, dude. That's not fair. These questions, I do not appreciate them very much. What would happen if Corbin Forrester got a cup ride? It would probably be garbage and not worth it. But hey, it would get him the credibility. It would get that little thing to put on the resume. Drove in a cup race. It may have been a back marker, and we may have had absolutely no pace because it was most likely Spire Motorsports or something like that. But hey, I ran a cup race. Take it for what it's worth. So, I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt. I mean, at this point, just in the absolute state that that NASCAR is in, it probably wouldn't hurt just to do it. You know, obviously, before everything comes crashing down and IndyCar is suddenly out ratings-ing NASCAR, whatever. What would it take for you to become a Kyle Busch fan? A, he would have to stop being a bitch every week. B, he'd have to never run another Xfinity race or truck race ever again. Those are pretty much all the criteria. Honestly, I'd probably like Kyle Busch if both of those criteria were met. Unfortunately, it's not a thing that'll happen. Since Robbie is injured, Hail Mary. Who is my favorite IndyCar driver? I don't know, man. I am here for a Tacoma championship run, though. I'm going to be honest. I am here for if that were to happen. I am here every day of the week for a Tacoma championship run. Beyond that, I've done a complete 180 on Ryan Hunter-Reay. I used to not be able to stand Ryan Hunter-Reay. Now I'm super aight with Ryan Hunter-Reay. So, probably them two, honestly. Who's the worst driver in Xfinity Series right now? It's like a 7-way tie between all of the pay drivers and cup level equipment, right? God, who is the worst? You know what? I said it definitively on Twitter a few days ago that Brandon Jones is the worst driver in NASCAR right now, so I believe that that would apply to this question. Only been here for 11 minutes. What are your honest thoughts on Jeff Burton's career? Do you think he possibly could have nabbed at the very least one championship? And who's your favorite driver of the Burtons? That includes Harrison and Jeb. Thanks for everything you do. Okay. So Jeff Burton. He was good, you know, but I feel like he was very similar to Truex in that his equipment made him. If he had a really bad car, he couldn't do anything. But if he had a really good car, he was unbeatable. He had that, what season was that, where he had like 6 wins? Quick, to racing reference. Burton, hey, look, I already have it saved here. Thank you, autofill. Blah, 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 there's a lot of Burtons. Can I pick, my favorite Burton is John Burton from Kidderminster, England. That's my favorite Burton. Where the hell is... Okay, here we go. Please open up the Jeff Burton page. I swear he had a 6-win season. Yeah, he did. 1999. He only finished 5th in the standings, too. What the hell? And wasn't he like a championship contender in like 2005, 2006? No, not 2005. Definitely 06, 07, 08. I mean, he was like leading the points for a while. Some of these years. So yeah, I mean, and that was during the period where Harvick was ass. So it's like, Jeff Burton's a championship contender over here while Harvick's being an absolute field filler. And it's like, so, I guess later in his career he was really able to lift himself up from the dreadful not having good equipment problem. But like, yeah, this period during Roush, definitely very impressive, but Roush as a team was just unstoppable for a while there. Except for, you know, obviously, fucking Jeff Gordon. Man, I don't know. Did he deserve a championship? Did he deserve a championship? Man, did he? I don't know. I can't say for sure. I don't know. I'm gonna go with no for now, but he's aight. He's aight. Endgame spoilers. Boy, I've watched 0 minutes and 0 seconds of Endgame because there's no movie theater within a fucking 30-mile radius of here. And the one that is within a 30-mile radius of here, Endgame is not playing until like the last week of May. I have avoided spoilers this entire time, however. Don't get me wrong. I have avoided spoilers this entire time. Considering the fact that I just said that, the comment section will be filled with spoilers. So basically, fuck me. But yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Also, the first ever NASCAR race you ever watched on TV, and what do I remember about it? I don't fucking know! Because I was probably like 3. Because, like I've said a few times, I've watched NASCAR literally my entire life that I can remember. Because I know I watched it in 2003. I think. Yeah, 2003, but I don't remember anything from 2003. I bet you if you actually showed me a clip from a race that I did watch, it may trigger something in the back of my mind, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything pre-2005. Because I do remember watching... It had to have been the 2005 Daytona 500. Because it was at Daytona, and it was a day race. And I'm pretty sure that the Pepsi 400, as it was known back then, started once the start began. The sun began to start setting, and it was already like, you know, the hazy yellow out back then. But this was full on blue sky Daytona that I remember. So, because we didn't have fucking TV back in 2003, 2004. The only way that I could watch it is when I went to my great-grandma's nursing home room where they had fucking full-on cable. I had to watch races on fucking Fox at my great-grandma's nursing home room. Because we didn't have fucking TV. God damn. Sad. What's the next what if about, and when may we expect it? I'd love to share, but it's taken so long to put together that I want it to remain a surprise, and it's like huge and shit, you know. And when may you expect it? Like I said, I've been working on it forever. It's been a long time. Like, I'd look in here, but then that would give it away. So, oh, it's been so long, though. It's been so long. And I'm not even halfway done. Like, so I don't know when. It'll happen eventually. Pizza Hut is in North Dakota, and it's my favorite pizza. Have I ever tried pizza from Pizza Hut? And if so, what do you think about it? Well, yeah. It really depends on the Pizza Hut. Because, you know, because we had pizza from Pizza Hut once, and it was amazing. It was absolutely stacked. It was so good. And like every time that I've been to Pizza Hut since, it's been awful. Like it's just a little garbage thing that you'd see in like Chuck E. Cheese. Like it's just that cheap garbage. But when I had it a few years ago, it was full on like hand tossed, prepared, and all that good stuff. Oh, it was so good. And then there was another time that I went and we got like 2 medium pizzas for like $6.99 deal or whatever, and that was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed that day. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Do I prefer it over Domino's is the real question, and it's like I'm gonna have to go with yes for now until someone proves me wrong. Because, like, it's Pizza Hut that has the garlic knots, right? Because the garlic knots are aight. Ooh, the garlic knots. I love garlic knots. Anyway. What are some of your favorite moments in other motorsports? What kind of other motorsports we talking about? What kind of other motorsports? I am not in good health right now. I woke up at 3:30 this morning. Why do I do this to myself? Favorite moments from other motorsports. Do I even have any? Takuma winning the 500. Lots of Takuma references in this video. I think I've watched like one MotoGP race, and then there was another like oval dirt bike race, not motocross. It was an oval. And then there was like Olympic bicycling, which is pretty intense, not gonna lie. So, except the bicycles don't have motors, do they? So that kind of negates them from this question. And like I've watched no entertaining F1 races besides, what was that? Bahrain, was it? This year? Because that was actually decent for like, not even just the first lap. That was like the first 10 laps. That race was pretty good. You see, the problem is that I really watched NASCAR exclusively up until about 2015. And before that, I watched the Cup Series exclusively until like 2011, 2010. It's just not going to get much out of me for that one, unfortunately. Timmy Hill or Brian Scott? Timmy, obviously, are you kidding me? At what elevation does the sky begin? That's a good question. That's an interesting posture there, my good man. Oh my, so many intellectual quips we could have about the sky. It's just like, you know, the Nickelback song Rockstar? Doesn't he say that he wants to join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet? I think that's the line. So I say 37,000 feet is when the sky begins. How did you come up with Nostradamus predictions? I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple of... I had the idea in the back of my mind for a while, but I really didn't know how to, like, actually play it out until I set to putting it together for the Daytona truck race. And and I think some other people on, like, Discord told me that it was a good idea, but that was like a lot of things, so I might be mixing it up with something else. But yeah, it was just like, because I was thinking of how you could randomly pick who was going to do what in a race, and I was thinking of getting like a Yahtzee pack of dice of like 5 dice, and then like shaking it up and playing Yahtzee while doing it, and like using how many numbers, the number that comes up as the number of the driver. But the problem with that is that you have like drivers with, you know, impossible numbers to reach with just 6 dice, you know. 6 times 6 equals, fuck me, 36. So like you couldn't get a driver that's higher than the number 36 to show up in there anyway. So it's like, you know, yeah. But yeah, so basically it was like an idea that I was brewing for like the entire off season, I think, like from like the end of December to when I posted it. Like the ideas were flowing, and it's like, what if I did this? What if I did that along with it? You know, it's like, what do you think about that? What do you think about that, me? Oh, I think it's really nice. But yeah. It took effort, but as you can see, like, people love it. So it's like, I guess I did something right for once. Hell yeah. Score 1 for me. Oh, what are your thoughts about Ryan Sieg being higher than Talentless in the points this year? Fat nut. Least favorite what if video you've done? The first one, the Adam Petty one. I was just thinking in the shower this morning, like, man, that video sucked. I need to do it over. Because, like, the format of the what if videos have completely changed since then, so... yeah. Yeah. Is NASCAR 96 ever coming back? Not if I can help it. I don't want to play that game anymore. Unless it's on PC, then I could just have the simulation run on its own. Wonder if, NASCAR 96 is on Pirate Bay. Are you going to be watching the new Godzilla movie? Sure, whenever they build a new fucking movie theater. I had a dream that the movie theater was back again. That's how much I want the movie theater to be back. I had a fucking dream about it. You only dream about shit that you want. Except for all those times that I was raped in my dreams. We're not going to question that. Yes, please. Someone build a movie theater within driving distance of here. Please. Somebody do it. Someone, anyone do it. Because once again, will I watch Detective Pikachu when there's a goddamn movie theater? God almighty. Should Warner Brothers step in and sue Paramount for using one of their own characters to make a live action movie and incorrectly creating Sonic? Can they? Can they sue for that? Or did Paramount get a license for this movie? They had to have. Or maybe that's the strategy. They can't sue him if it's nothing like Sonic. You just pretend like it's Sonic. This is a fan video. This is a fan movie. It's actually not Sonic. It's Sonic. with a U. The Hooge Hag. I'm so bad, dude. Why does anyone watch this? Did you watch this season's American Idol? I didn't even know American Idol was still on TV. What did I think about the Jonas Brothers getting back together? I'm fucking right in the heart once again. I mean, my heart bleeds for it right now. When I saw on Twitter that the Jonas Brothers were back, I actually cried. I just did a standing ovation just with tears rolling down my face and messed up my makeup. It was just it was awful. Did you get to see the finish of the Kentucky Derby? No. If so, any reaction to it? They're actually managed to have a worse call than a NASCAR race. Congratulations. You are officially the next. You have ascended. You have ascended. Truly, we have reached new heights in badness. If you can actually manage to be worse than NASCAR when it comes to calls. Judgment calls. Do you think pass interference calls should be reviewable? I think every call should be reviewable, but like it should be not a booth choice thing. It should be a challenge flag. So like you can't do it after literally every play. Can you talk about how bad Fox coverage has become compared to NBC? You see, the problem is that when NBC is on it, they are on it. But when NBC is bad, they are horrendous. Like, they're worse than Fox when they're bad. You see, it's the weird thing. It's the weird thing that I've noticed in, like, literally everything lately is a karmic balance. Because, like, Fox is bad consistently, but, like, NBC is really good at times, and then at other times they are drop-dead awful. So, like, what would you rather have? Consistently bad or extremely bad sometimes, but good other times? You know, it's just a catch-22, shall we say. Anyway, yeah, Fox's coverage has been horrible this season. Good God. Is the new Sonic movie good? Yes, clearly. Have you not seen from the fan reaction how good this is? What would be more satisfying? Death by suspicious circumstances of any money driver in any series, or the execution of Logano in Town Square for all to see? An interesting proposition there. To say the least. I think we all know what the answer to this question is, and I don't know, but it involves Brandon Jones. Worst leech in talent in recent history. I guess you'd probably have to say Menard, just because he's only succeeded in his leeching twice. But, like, who's failed to leech? Who has run a bunch of leech races and managed to win none of them? Does Bane count? I don't think he ran any leech races, though. He ran, like, maybe 1 or 2 leech races. Officially, because he actually was running full-time and nationwide for points back when he was actually winning. You're probably going to have to go with Menard exclusively on this one. Yeah, afraid so. Afraid so. What are my plans now that I've graduated? Die alone in debt, bankruptcy. I can't fucking file bankruptcy on fucking student loans because fucking everything's fucked up. Fuck you, political class. What do you think about Truex winning the race at Dover? It was aight. It was aight. Do you think Aunt Jemima is jealous of you dancing with that essential everyday syrup? I don't even want to know. I don't want to get on the bad side of Aunt Jemima. Honestly, that's not where I'm at in life right now. That would be a terrible, terrible decision to make. But yeah. Can I do a live stream reaction to the Daytona 500 next year? If I could stream every race, I would. Honestly, I would stream every race. Except the problem with that is that I can't. So, if I live in a place on my own where I can, I will. But until then, who fucking knows? What's the name of that song you listen to when you're driving home from McDonald's in the Getting Over YouTube Down video? That's a very specific question, and I have no idea what the answer is. God damn it. I knew that would happen. I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? Ugh. Getting over YouTube down. There we go. 1,000 views. Damn. Let's find out. Which one was it? Driving to or driving from? It looks like driving from. That might have been I doubt it was, but it might have been Judas Priest. Victim of Changes? Possibly right there. The one where I'm driving back. Oh, that's ESPB from Bee Gees. Fucking hot shit. Best song. Well, not the best, but very good. So yeah, there's both of them, maybe. I'm gonna sneeze. Would it have been ESP then, maybe? It might have been ESP both times. Please stop. I can't handle this shit. Honestly, I'm not trying to fucking overplay this shit. I don't intentionally over fucking play my sneezes, okay? Like some people do. Like I legitimately just sneezed there. Anyway, I hope that answered that question. Okay, what's your favorite commercial from my channel? Which is the opposite of what I was saying, actually, vice versa. Do you have a commercial playlist? Please tell me you do. Commercials? 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 No. Okay, fine. Be like that. You see, the thing is that I probably know which one it was, but I'm gonna forget if I don't look. Do. Searching through all the videos just to find one specifically. Except the problem is I don't know which. Oh, this one. Hunger awareness. There we go. There we go. That's the one. If you were to start a band, Annihilation Conquest, fucking high quality name right there, would I join in on guitar and vocals while you're on drums and vocals? Fuck yes! I've wanted to join a band since I was 10. Boy, I will. Right now. Fucking, I will do a question. I will do this. I will do a voice call right now. Right now. Right now. Favorite Fear Factory song, Resurrection. What do you think about Marvel getting rights back to X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool, and having them be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the future? Just when you thought Endgame was going to be the most ambitious Marvel Cinematic Universe movie ever. But just imagine if the X-Men, Fantastic Four... Imagine if we got a DC versus Marvel movie. Wouldn't that be something? But like, you'd have to have like a joint writing staff of like 30 people just to make sure it wasn't the living embodiment of ass from a writing perspective. But anyway. Besides Mayhem, what's my favorite black metal band? You know what? Does Batushka count? Because I was just searching. I was just looking to see if they had anything out yet. And they don't! And they don't! I have nowhere to speak because I haven't released an album in 4 years. But come on! You haven't released an album in 4 years! Come on, dude. Favorite death metal band? I'm gonna be boring and say Death. How many more times will Matt Tiff wreck this season? Well, we got plenty of plate races coming up, so I'd say a few. What did you think about Kofi Kingston winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 35? It was fucking lit. My mom didn't think that he'd win. We were watching WrestleMania. She was like, nah, they ain't gonna do it. And I'm like, the second that I saw that they had the present coming out, I was like, he ain't losing. He ain't losing unless the unless they're actually going to split up New Day and like the present is like a ticking time bomb or some Looney Tunes level shit, you know. Unless that's the case, which I thought was like a 1% chance of happening. Less than 1/10 of 1% chance of happening, in fact. I am recording this and not streaming, right? I think I am. Am I streaming right now? I might be streaming right now. I don't think I'm streaming right now. Yeah, so, yes, I thought it was pretty good. Thoughts on Endgame? Like I said, 0 minutes and 0 seconds. If I could go back in time with the knowledge I have now and capitalize on the success of FNAF to make yourself a popular YouTuber at the expense of nuking all the racing content related from my channel, would you? This is the question that I have ruminated over for the past 4 years. Oh, man. Because you see, the thing is, you know that I don't give a shit about what, you know, anyone cares. What anyone actually, you know, desires. You know that I don't give a shit. So, like, I'd still probably be making racing content. Maybe not, like, gaming content for racing. Or maybe I would be, because Soundhead does a pretty good job of balancing racing content and non-racing content. I mean, NASCAR-related content, anyway. Because I could probably still do it, but you see, the thing is, I probably would be, you know, at least around where Soundhead is right now, if I made the right decisions. If I made the right decisions as far as games were concerned. Like, already at that point, when that video took off, like, Amnesia was already falling down, like, no one knew, well, like, a bunch of these ones, like, Slender Man was dying at that point, like, that would have been well when I played. Like, I think right around that time was when Slender, the whatever the fuck game, the $8 one or whatever it was a couple of parts long anyway. But yeah, right around that time I think that game came out. It was a good game, don't get me wrong, but like tedious, basically is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I bought that, didn't I? Slender the Arrival, that's what it's called. There we go. Figured it out. Ah, there we go. Thinking with my brain. But yeah, yeah. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Favorite Cheez Cup Universe paint job from any season or series. Any season or series. That's so many paints. That's so many paints, because I was immediately going to say the Tails car, because that was like the second paint that I ever did, and it's still one of the best, man. But the problem is that I made that David Bowie Earthling car. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, man. There's so many good paint schemes. Like, I'm legit proud of some of them. They're really fucking good. Yeah, I mean, you gotta go back to Old Faithful. I'm gonna go with Tails. Do you think Kyle Larson has a chance of improving the season for the next few races? Well, where are we going next? Kansas. His championship dreams were dashed at Kansas in 2017, so I feel like he does not have a good relationship with his track to begin with. Then we go to the All-Star race, which he should have won in 2017, and we all know how that turned out. Then after that, we do the Coke 600, which he's been pretty much irrelevant in every season so far. And then after that, we get into a swing of big tracks, which he's actually good at. He's really good at Pocono, he's really good at Michigan, so maybe, just maybe, by the time those roll around, you know, things might change. Things might change, but who knows until then. Do I like Slipknot? I think you sound like Corey Taylor when I rage. I've probably listened to Slipknot without knowing it, but like I don't actively have any in like Spotify playlists and whatnot, so I'll have to check that out on my own later. Thoughts on Gray Galding and Corey LaJoy? I've never really liked Gray Galding, ever. Still don't, honestly, but I just wanted him to win the Dash for Cash last week just because fuck it. Corey LaJoy I've always liked, though. Even when he was a complete wrecking ball for the first half of 2018. Yeah. Still liked him. Oh, there's so many questions, and I need to use the bathroom. Will you do a video on what if Kyle Busch got fired from JGR after 2011 Texas? You see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Joe Gibbs is always so mad about everyone talking shit, you know. Just a heated conversation takes place in the fucking pit lane after 2017 Indianapolis, and he puts all of them on probation, but Bush fucks up in the worst possible manner you could imagine. And he is like, he's given Kyle Busch 15,000 chances. He can get away with whatever the fuck that he wants. So, even if he could have gotten fired from that, he wouldn't have. Because Joe Gibbs is a complete fucking hypocrite, because he'd never fire Kyle Busch, even though he'd fire any other driver for all the shit that Busch has done. Can I just pause the recording? Because I honestly need to use the bathroom, and I don't want to edit this. How many more questions are there? Fuck, there's so many. I'm gonna have to edit this. I'm sorry. God damn.